Continuing with our talk about percents. Question two is, I've heard this a lot of, you got to give 110% effort, which is impossible because you can't give more than all. There was a story maybe a year ago or so, of a athletic director that was pushing his student athlete really hard in the gym, and the athlete actually died because of overexertion, which would be an example of giving 110%, right? Because if you give more than you can, it takes something from you. So in some cases, it's actually dangerous. Mathematically speaking, you can't give more than 110%. But there are places where this does make sense. For example, you could have 110% profit. Depending on the context, this might actually be a useful number. All right, so let's go back to converting this to 110 into a decimal form. So remember that 110%, this percentage symbol, as I've been saying this whole time, means divide by 100. So this is 110 over 100. And then if we want to convert this to a decimal, when dividing by 100, it essentially moves the decimal 2 places to the left. Note the decimal, since we don't see one, would appear right here. Okay, so what is 110% of 200, whatever that 200 is? Well, to calculate that, we just do 1.1 times 200. Let me switch to decimals and I will do that calculation. So I'm going to do 1.1 times, I'm not even typing. Here we go, 1.1 times 200. There's a result, 220. There are multiple strategies we could use to calculate this just with mental math. We could think about 110% is 100 plus 10% more. So 100% of 200 is 200. 10% of 200 is 20. 200 plus 20 is 220. So if we thought about what was going on here, like if this was, say, interest rate and we were earning 110% interest rate, that means at the end of the interest bearing period, we would be given $220 that would be added to our initial $200. Okay, so suppose that in a normal half hour of practice, a tennis player expends 280 calories of energy. How many calories would she need to expend if she were to give 110% effort? Well, we would do the same thing we just did here, and that would be, we do 1.1 times 280, and that would give us what that student or what that athlete would be expending in calories as 110%. So again, using decimals, 1.1 times 280 gives us 308. In other words, 308 calories. All right, moving on. So a slightly different type of question here. Although we've more or less done this already. And in this case, we're going to be using percents to answer a question and not just saying what is 20% of something. So this is the author's wife. I've actually met both the author and his wife at a conference. They're both fantastic, interesting, and fun people. So she goes shopping, and this dress apparently that she's wearing was selling for $79, but she had 2 coupons to choose from. So one of them just gives her $15 off the purchase of 50 or more, and the other was 20% off the item. So what should she choose? Well, I would, he's got us a thing to go through, so maybe I'll follow his logic here. So he says, let's first find what's 20% of $79. So how much money would we save using that 20% coupon? Again, recall that 20% converted to a fraction is 20 divided by 100, which then turned into a decimal is 0.2. So to calculate this, we do 0.2 times 79, and I will again use decimals. It's okay if you can use mental math, however you get there, just as long as you're correct is fine by me. So that's $15.80 that she would be saving by using the 20% coupon. All right, so which is the better one? Well, if we compare, this is the amount of savings versus the $15 off is just $15 off savings. So hopefully you note that she would save an extra 80 cents here. In other words, for number 6, we would say the 20% off coupon should be used because of the extra 80 cents savings. Now, I'm sitting here thinking, who cares? 80 cents, that's not a whole lot of money. That can hardly buy anything. But if you think about the context here, it sounds like she's a high volume shopper. So let's say over a course of a year, you bought 1,000 items and they all had the same scenario. We would do 80 cents times 1,000, and that's suddenly some significant savings. All right, so let's just finish this problem off. It says the sales tax in our county is 6.5%. Find the amount of tax on the dress purchase. This is after applying the coupon that you chose, and then the total cost including tax. So what we're going to do here in number 7, first is note that the cost of the item with the coupon is going to equal the $79 minus the $15.80. That's the 20% off coupon. So this is the first calculation we should probably do, although we could get this calculation in multiple ways. So let's see. This would be $63.20 if we do that calculation. Now, this is what we owe for the dress, and then we're going to have to pay a 6.5% tax on this. Hopefully you're feeling comfortable now with converting 6.5% to a decimal. I'm going to go ahead and use decimals on this one for sure. So 63.20 times 0.065. This is the amount of tax we will owe. That means we owe $4, and boy, are we going to make that 11 cents, or are we going to make that $4.10 and 0.8 of a cent? I'm going to say let's round that to $4.11. This is the tax amount we owe. So if we want the total cost, including tax, with the discount, we do $63.20 plus that $4.11, and we are going to be charged $67.31 for this dress, approximately. Notice after I use this rounded number, I'm no longer was concerned that it was an approximate value. There are other ways we could do this, but I think for now we'll just leave it at that.